Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel, Plots with a Twist,
where we discuss books,
amongst other things.
And today we're getting into a book review for Such a Fun Age by Kiley Reid. So let's get into it. All right. You want to give us a summary plot?
No, I feel like you're better at that.
I feel like I'm long-winded.
You are. But that's something, yeah, you are, but it's good.
All right. So Such a Fun Age. We already told you guys in our to be read that it has been hot fire. It's been everywhere.
On every Pinterest list.
Right. I had it on hold at the library and it took me like over a month to get it. But it's cool. I got it. I read it. We're here to talk about it. All right, just to get into some of the plot. So the story opens with Alex. She's a white. I didn't mean to put such emphasis on white.
White.
She's a white, well-off woman, mommy blogger. And Amira is her babysitter. She's a black, kind of struggling young woman, and she
college graduate,
right,
like struggling after college type
exactly,
of
entering adulthood. And so Alex calls Amira late one night after events happen at their house that she wants to get the baby, the oldest baby, Briar, away from. And so she takes Amira takes Briar to the grocery store, and while at the grocery store she's accosted by a security guard that basically accuses her of kidnapping the child. So the plot afterwards, basically, like I said, that's the opening, and it ensues of events after that somewhat still relate to the major event of the opening, but it's not really about the opening. It's about more so the interaction. So Alex kind of, it goes into Alex kind of trying to talk to Amira, take her on as a friend, try to be there for her because she's, obsessed or interested in this girl, and she's not understanding why. Amira kind of trying to get her life together because she's about to be put off her parents' insurance, and she just wants a real paying adult job, and she can't forever be a babysitter. That night she meets Amira, that night of the grocery store incident, she meets Kelly, a white guy who's kind of well off, but he's got a little swagger. And there ensues, they basically meet again, run into each other again, and start a relationship, an interracial relationship. So it goes into all the dynamics of these different things, as far as just the different interactions between like an overachieving white woman, why she might be, into or trying to be into what her black babysitter likes, this guy who kind of overcompensates for just being kind of like white guilt, I guess, if you want to put a name on it, overcompensating and just surrounding himself and doing everything he can to make the struggle for black people so much less. And I feel like the constant was Amira. She was just herself throughout. So yeah, it goes into different events and different things that happen throughout their journey with each other, and it kind of reaches a pinnacle point when the video of the incident at the grocery store is released. So that's pretty much all for the plot, and now we'll get into some of our thoughts. So what did you think about the story?
So initially, I liked the story. I really enjoyed how the main character, what was her name again?
Amira.
If
we're saying it right.
Right. I really enjoy how she interacted with her friends, because it's very much relatable, very much how I kiki with my friends, so that part of the story is relatable. You can tell that somebody like us wrote the story, or at least
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't seem like forced or unbelievable. So I like that part. I like that because at first when you told me what the book was about, I was waiting for the baby to literally be kidnapped. So I was like, wait, that was it. Like, they just took the baby to the store, and so all the events that happened after are because kind of like a tumbling effect of them, accusing her and having this video go viral, which is something that, happens all the time in today's day and age, social media. You do something, curse somebody out on the train, and next thing you know, it's on the shade room somewhere.
Right.
So I feel like that was good points made just as far as like social media and things going viral. As far as her dating too, having an interracial relationship as well, and also dating somebody who has a little more
going on about himself.
Going on about themselves, and it makes you feel insecure because you feel like your life is not together, but you're dating somebody who just seems so adult. So I thought those were good points. So yeah, initially I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I still like it, but yeah. Go ahead.
So I enjoyed kind of like you were saying, or just the different themes that are brought up, because I feel like the story is meant to spark conversations. Mm-hmm. I told Asia it was giving me kind of like a Queenie vibe initially.
Mm-hmm. Did we read Queenie? We didn't review the book.
We didn't review the book, but I had my problems with Queenie, and I feel like this one brought up some of those issues and was more successful in its handling than Queenie was to me. So I don't want to say I necessarily compare them, but I started to kind of get that kind of same vibe as I was reading.
I think it's because it's like a young girl.
Yeah,
girl,
young, likable kid.
Trying to get her life together. It's comparable in that way.
Yeah, I like that it brought on the dialogue within Alex herself, her thinking things, and maybe something Amira says, and she's like, I'm impressed. But why am I impressed? Like, because she's not used to dealing with or not thinking of black people can be well spoken, or black people can have other interests than, you know, whatever the interests are. I also like that she threw in the kind of bougie black. So like Alex's friend, she was a well off, accomplished black woman, and just read this girl's life as if it was nothing, and she's not trying to do anything, and you need to save her, like the savior complex.
White savior complex.
Yeah, and I just don't. I feel I really enjoyed that about it, because it kind of brought up these two different dynamics of two people of color, and how much of a discrepancy you create within your own race. Just because you feel, because it's all again performative. You're doing the things, checking off the boxes, but at the end of the day, like, you're still a person of color. You're still black. It's just, it speaks to so many different type of dynamics that exist in real life. So I really enjoyed that she was kind of highlighting those types of relationships and interactions, and just making it more of a conversation piece versus it being this grand plot and this, you know, overarching or overachieving story. So, what did you not like about it?
There was nothing about like the story, how it was written, or that I didn't like. It was some characters that I didn't like. I didn't like the friend that you mentioned earlier. I think her name was like Tammy or something. I don't know.
I think it was like Taylor.
I mean, it might have been Taylor.
But
yeah, she was like the black friend that Alex has, and is like, she seemed, the way she was explaining in the book, she seemed more accomplished than the rest of her friends. Like, she know different languages, and her children know different languages, and so I didn't like how she was talking to Amira and just telling her basically like getting all of her business, asking her stuff, like what she gonna do in life.
Come on, girlfriend. Like,
and I didn't like that she was the one to like kind of put the battery in Alex's back. Like, yeah, girl, you need to do this and save her. It's like, no, like, you should know more than anybody. This is gonna push somebody away doing something weird and creepy like that. Like, I'm not gonna tell you all what she did, but you find that out in the book if you read it. But yeah, it was just like, she's one of those people that I'm like, oh, I would not like her if I met her in real life. Most of her friends, I wouldn't like Alex either, but she was I like that we got to see kind of like why she was the way she was, through like her story with her parents and all that. What else did I like? I think that's it for right now. Let me see what you say.
Okay, so what I didn't like, I do feel like the book is really juicy. It's really like,
you want to like keep reading because you don't want to put it down. You want to see what's gonna happen.
It's very provocative and scandalous.
Oh my god.
So, but kind of after you finish reading it, you kind of feel a little deflated, because I feel like you feel like okay, and then even when you get to the point where the end and the climax and everything happens and everything is resolved, it's kind of like, okay. She kind of leaves you wanting more.
She does, but I feel like that's like real life. Like, the ending is something that would happen like in real life.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I should be critical of that because that is like I said, like I've praised earlier, like she really made it more conversational versus it being like this this thing she's trying to achieve and accomplish from this book. So I don't know, but I just feel kind of like when I first read it, I was like, yes, that's like, but then as I started thinking about it, I'm like, something about it just didn't sit right. Like that feeling didn't continue. I still like enjoyed the read. I still really like the book, but it's just something about it, like thinking about it after the fact. Maybe that's just the point.
Yeah.
You know, for you to constantly thinking about
it. Yeah. But I understand what you're saying, because that's how I felt too. Like, I stayed up. First of all, I read it for like maybe 3 or 4 days, and then like it was just one night, and I was probably like on page like 40. It was one night I just sat there and I read it. I just finished reading it. Just sat there till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was babysitting, so it was like nothing else I could do. So I was just like reading. They're like grown kids, so they ain't need babysitting. So I like finished it, and like, so it kept me like going. I was like, okay, yeah, I need to see what's gonna happen. And then at the end I was like, okay. Like, you know, very much like, all right, okay. But like you said, like you kind of wanted a little bit more, and I don't know, it's very like, but I can still appreciate it because like I said, I feel like it's something that the ending is like real life.
So what did you rate the book?
I think I gave it 4 stars.
I did too. Look at us.
I gave it 4 stars. Yep.
So yeah, we gave it 4 stars.
Did I give it 5? I always do this. I don't remember that. I gave it 4.
You might have given it 5.
I might have.
I don't know.
4.
I'll be stopping
either 4 or 5, but it definitely wasn't anything lower than a 4. So
yeah, I think it was a strong 4. I think it was something. Would you recommend?
Yeah, it's something I would recommend.
Yeah,
because I feel like it's really very relatable, especially to like young women in our age group, and just like, you know, black, white, whatever. It's something I feel like, I'm not gonna say everybody can relate to, but you know, I feel like it's very much relatable, like amongst like young women. So, and the conversations that it kind of like makes you think about, because I feel like even like between like Amira and just all those stuff with her friends and stuff like between her and Alex, it's all things that we have thought before in regards to like race or you know what I'm saying, like that happens to everybody. So
yeah, I would recommend it. I actually already I had some days left on my library book, so I gave it to a coworker. So I've already actually technically recommended it. It is one that I can see why the hype is surrounding it.
Yeah, it's a good book. It really is, and a quick read.
Yeah,
it makes you want to sit there and read it.
Yeah, so yeah, it was just a good thumbs up. Solid read. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Yep. So let us know, like we always say, tell us if you've read it, what you thought, how you felt about the ending, about the characters. Have you been in those type of situations before? Or have a little conversation down below in the comments, you guys.
I know, we've been liking it. All right, well, until next time, like we said, like, comment, subscribe.
All that.
Ring the bell so you know when we post. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bye.
Bye.